Hi guys, here is the pre-teardown inspection of the Zenith Automat camera. So we will go through all the body parts. So on the front part, the front here, you have the battery holder, battery compartment with the two contacts. This is the metal parts holding the door, which I removed already. You can see two small screws inside. So I believe, in fact, most of the cameras, SLR cameras usually, are made, body is made of two parts. There is a main back part with a film holder, and there is a front part holding all the prism assembly, mirror assembly, lens mount. Here it is different because this front part is the same die-cast part than the whole camera body. So I probably will have to remove the contents here by the top or by the bottom. So we continue. Here we have the lens Pentax K compatible lens mount with the lens release button here. This is the diaphragm or depth of field test button. Will close the diaphragm in the lens. There is some leverette here. I believe there will be an Indian screw. So this front plastic part is held in place by 3 screws. There is one here, one here, one here. If I remove these 3 screws, this whole plastic part will be removed. We will start to see the prism and the electronics. Here you have the synchro flash and the remote connectors, I believe. Here is the delay, the blinker light for delay shooting. So on the bottom you have the screw plate here. It is a plastic one, held with 3 screws. So usually 2 of these screws, you can see this one here and this one here, have factory seals on the top. They were already removed, so probably someone went already in the camera. So here you can see the mirror with the shutter. You can see the focusing window and some foam here to stop the mirror noise, but it is falling in part. On the side here you can barely see the circuit plate with printed resistors on it, carbon resistors. It is for the aperture feedback mechanism with this ring here. So there is a small cursor going through this onto this PCB. So here you just have a screw hole for the supporting fit, and you have the rewind button. On the side you have the hinge for the door. On this side nothing. If I open, you have a locking mechanism of the door with 2 screws. It works like this. This rewind part here is very common. I think they did reuse the same part they were already using in some other Zenith cameras. So the main new thing with Zenith Automats was the curtain, the tissue shutter curtains, not metal blades. So it looks like the Minolta ones. Frame guides here and here, so you can see this is a whole single die-cast part. The film advanced gear here, the film winding spool here. You can see some brass in here. So this door is just steel with a pressure plate. So there is no quick release mechanism here. So one interesting thing, and not sure you will be able to see, but the light seal in here, it is some black rope. It is not foam or rubber as usually. So in fact it is in good condition because did not go in goop. So here you have the eyepiece shutter lever, 2 screws for holding the top cover. This is the exposure control knob with film sensibility setting, like this, with a ghost or ISO rating. Ring knob, of course. So there is a screw here, and there is a threaded part here below. The flash shoe. I know I will, if it is like with the other Zeniths, you need to unscrew this plate, and then you have more screws holding the hot shoe to the main structure of the camera. So this was the mode switch, automatic, flash synchro, long exposure, or off, I believe. This, I don't know, it may be exposure memory button, so maybe. Here you have of course the shutter, main shutter button with a screw hole for a remote, and here the winding knob with this threaded part here. So it is much more easy to take apart than the old Zeniths, because the old Zeniths had E11, 12 had a very complicated mechanism here, and it was very difficult to take apart without special tools. Here you have, of course, the frame counter. So you can see these 2 straps attachments here and here. In fact, if I open the camera, you can see the 2 rivets holding it. Okay. So it is the best macro I can do with the camera. I have no. So here it is, we did the overall inspection. So how will the teardown process be? So first removing all the stuff on the top. So this button, this one, this. It should allow to remove the top cover, this also. You have a front plate here, is only a matter of 3 screws. This is part of the main structure. You can see the gap here. So the bottom plate, it is only a matter of 4 screws. This will go right off to the two metal parts. Then after we will have to see how to proceed, because I did never take one apart, so I'm not sure of what the next thing. Usually when I take apart a reflex camera, since I remove the covers, is to get rid of the top electronics. You have a flex electronics package here, you remove, then you can access the prism, you can access the mechanism here, which will usually are pretty simple to remove in one block. Then after you can detach the front part with all this lens soldering and mirror assembly, but here it is not the same. And with regular cameras, not Zeniths, when you remove this part, you are left with the main body part with the winding mechanism and the shutter attached on it. But here it is different, because it is a single metal part. This. Okay, so thanks for watching, and soon I will start the teardown of this camera. I think I will probably film everything. I will see if it is too time consuming or not. Thanks for watching.